How do I? See you met my faithful handyman. No! Not another one! I'll save you! It's what Batman would do! He's just a little brought down, you see, when you knocked. He thought you were the handyman.
When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. That's horrible.
Okay. A quick shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that came out wrong. You're not helping. You're not helping your case. You're not making this any better. You realize that.
Oh, it was glamorous, I can tell you. The souls of the dearly departed who couldn't rest, and you just went around and you started turning them into paintings. You're a monster. Well, tonight, I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. Oh, Grandma, no! So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Where's my guillotine? Because that one door says, no, you need 2 stars to enter. I figured that was the door to the final boss. And apparently no. But then again, that was a week ago. I was very young and naive then. No!
Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Couldn't help it. I'm completely incompetent. Damn, I look good running into those heels. Ow!
Thanks to philosophy, all is forgiven.
And welcome, gentle viewers and listeners, to today's stream. I am Coyote de la Mancha, howling at windmills and tilting at the moon. Today's not-for-profit is the Southern Poverty Law Center. The Southern Poverty Law Center is best known for their quest during the 80s to dismantle a certain homegrown terrorist organization best known for wearing white sheets and pointy white hoods, as is detailed in the novel, well, or you could consider it a historical, Clan Watch. They have been fighting against white supremacy and injustice of all kinds for decades, so obviously they get no help from the federal government. So if you're in a position to help them out, or if you know somebody who could use their assistant, links are in the description. I bring this up today for no particular reason. And so, without further ado, on with our show. You may recall, last time through that, among other various misadventures, there was a little bit of a hubbub dealing with 2 of our party members getting themselves perished. However, I've brought the ladies back, and I've moved some equipment around. It's, as you can see, just a few things here and there, real quick, for those of you who are interested. Just kind of trying to help people strive and thrive and be alive. So I'm going to go ahead and zip over towards the east real quick. The corpse of the guy who tried to hire us to be assassins is still there. This society is doomed. Oh well. Maybe the total collapse of capitalism is imminent. We will see. So I'm gonna head over here real quick, see if I can... Oh. Alright, we have been waylaid. A ghoul. Oh. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay. Alright, let's see here, make sure that everyone has the appropriate weapon selected here. Missile, missile, who's got the missile? You've got the missile. Yays! Alright everybody, let's go jump the queen. Except for you, why don't you try turning? So, anyway, there was... Oh, there's two of them. Oh, jolly. Yeah, there was the exoskeleton of an Ankeg there. I wasn't able to carry it at the time, but in theory I should be able to now. Good God, these guys are powerful. Holy Saint Wenceslas. But the Ankeg, apparently, if I lug it back to the right location, then more of this armor can be made, which gives a base armor class of 1, and is very nice. So let's see if it's still there, and I can pick it up without needing to fight more Ankegs. Yeah, Laughing Gremlin has no memory of the process of making the Ankeg armor, but that's fine. You see, I have a plan. My clever plan, as it were. Okay, should be right around here. So I'll just head north and then east. That should be fine. Guys? Guys? You, are you with me? Alright. So, if it is still there, as I suspect and hope that it will be, should be right around this area. We do a quick save, for indeed, has Saints Row 2 taught us nothing. Yeah, I thought it was around in this area. It may have despawned, because it should have been right around here, to the west of this egress from the Nashville mines. And it is not. Oh well. That's fine. You know what? I'll come back another time. That's fine. I'm not going to take up a whole lot of time hunting for Ankeg right now. We have other fish to fry. Because I need to get back to Baragost.
We shall hold here. You look tired.
Oh, Dorn Bear. That's just like you. Okay, that's a little more information than I needed,
Casting
Mince.
spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Ooh, I'm tired.
Okay, lots of tired people, I get it. Is it safe to stay at an inn?
I grow torpid and require slumber.
Everybody's completely shagged and fagged except for Imoen. See, there's Field of Posts Inn. And I'm sure that I'm sure that that one house is somewhere... No, there it is. Firebead Elvenhair's house. It's even on the feckin' map. Plainly labeled. No wonder I couldn't find it. Okay. Groovy. But since it is obvious that I'm going to a place of sanctuary, and therefore could get jumped by magical, highly magic dripping with magic equipped assassins, I'd better
Can I
rest.
assist you?
Oh, okay. This is cool. I'm not being attacked. Alright. Officer will be like, Coyote de la Mancha, I thought it might be you. These southern parts are quite afire with talk of your help in Nashville. Oh, well, darling, flame on. I am Officer Vi of the Flaming Fist, and to be honest, I could use your help. Okay, and you want to talk about two extremes in response. I can either say, I am honored to be found worthy of your notice, officer. How may I be of assistance? Or I can say, I care not a whit for your name and title, Officer Vi. The word of the Flaming Fist may be the law in these parts, but the extent of that law stops within reach of my blade. It's true. Cops are a polarizing topic. Alright, I'm gonna check the polite one. When in doubt, I prefer to be polite. I'm honored to be worthy of your notice, officer. How may I be of assistance? My contingent and I are cut off from Baldur's Gate. We haven't received new orders for close to a week. Oh, no one's telling you what to do. That must be really disorienting for you. No, be nice. And to be honest, I don't like the feel of this at all. Be nice. The bandit raids have been getting worse since you returned from Nashville. I used to think they were just your usual brigands out to make a quick buck in troubled times. I love how there are certain things that are consistent throughout parallel worlds, like certain expressions, like buck. Apparently, the inspiration to name currency after a deer is kind of consistent. But not anymore. They're working for someone, one way or another. I've got to get my troops back to the gate. I'll pay 50 gold pieces for every bandit scalp you can bring me. And spread the news. I want this whole region cleared before winter comes. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. I mean, typical Flaming Fist. How do you tell the difference between the scalp of a bandit and the scalp of some poor schmo I just happened to find? Obviously you don't. She doesn't care. And it's ice keys. It's ice cubes. Good cop, bad cop, all over again. I swear. All right, let's get some rest. Prithee, show me your list of services. I think we deserve the noble accommodations, don't you? I distinctly do. Yes, let us rest. Hello, little mouse. No, I never get tired of seeing you. Well, I might someday, but not today. Oh, and while I still think of it, the armor that I got from that one big combat, I had identified. One of them was just leather armor +1, but the other was this, Protector of the Second +2. Armor class 6, 8 versus piercing and missile. From the Mist of Shadows, an elite group of elven rangers that roamed the Cormanthor Wood. So that's what Emoen is wearing for her armor now, which gives her an AC of 2. And I also have her potentially dual-wielding short swords. Can a thief dual-wield? I don't remember if they can or not without penalty. She doesn't have the proficiency for it, but, I mean, if she gets into melee, things have gotten way off the mark anyway, so that's not my primary concern. Also, sometime I need to look up this family amulet, find out for certain whether it's something that I can actually quest for, or if I should just sell it. Because some quests in this, you have to be a certain alignment for it. And we're all, good aligned here. Right, Dorn? Mm. Yeah. The old teddy bear. Wait, am I still wearing... Yeah, I'm still wearing her traveler's robe, aren't I? Alright, I need to give that back. That poor kid's got enough trouble staying alive. Let's see, what does that do again? Save versus breath, and +1 save versus missile attack, which is usually what makes her dead. So, yes, by all means, here, Nira, take your robe back. I apologize. I just had a flaky moment, but I'm fine now. Alright. Good is such a subjective description. Yeah, it really... It's a matter of perspective, really. You know what? I'm planning on visiting somebody in his house. Let's go ahead and wait until day, shall we? We can afford to treat ourselves a little more. Let's just... Oh my god, they have royal. Yes. Oh, ho, 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 ho. The luxury of it all. Oh. And, well, back to business. Let's see, day 42 hours 6, so yeah, that should be during daylight. That's about 6 a.m., right? Yeah, that looks kind of 6 a.m.-ish, doesn't it? So early in the day, it's still basically night. I understand there are some people who will actually wake up that time of day on purpose. My grandparents were like that. I will never understand that. Okay, yeah, here we are. Just though the way in is hidden by the perspective, but there it is. Alright, here we go. Ah, my good friend.
Decent folk nowadays.
Firebeat Elven Hair. Yeah, I remember him from, Candlekeep. Yeah, he's cool. He was a friend of my dad's. Ah, next time you pass through Candlekeep, you should read the History of the Bell in the Depths. It is an old favorite of mine that I'm sure you would like. Okay. See, I was thinking there was some kind of... Okay, yeah, I had to specifically activate the main character, who is Gorian's kid, in order to get this. Alright. Ah, your old Gorian's ward. The lonely kid of Candlekeep. In the background, there's everyone. Hey! Of course, I heard about the loss of Gorian, and I must give you my deepest condolences. Standing right here! I hope since you've left Candlekeep, you've kept up on your reading. Oh, the world of books. I know, right? Books, 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 books! I have heard that a new copy of that wondrous tome, The History of the Fateful Coin, can be had for a pretty penny in one of the stores around here. If you'd be so kind as to buy it for an old man like myself, I'd gladly reimburse you. I can even give you a little bonus to help in your travels. It must be so hard with Gorian gone. Still standing here. Yeah, I know, Imoen. Just give the old guy a break, will ya? He's a good man, but he's simple. Simple. He's so shallow he's practically concave. Okay, I think you're getting a little mean now. You know what? Let's just whoops, hang on. Let's have everyone leave. What a great idea. Let's stick together, shall we? Philippost's Inn. Well, that's where I need to go anyway. To find... Oh, what was that guy's name? Hang on, let me check my notes. Rescuing Dynahair, book for Firebeat, confronting Tranzig. Tranzig, that was the scoundrel's name. He had a superior named... Mulhaney had a superior named Tazok, to whom he communicated through an intermediary named Tranzig, and I can find Tranzig at Philippost's Inn in Baragost. Okay, cool. Anybody else attacking me for no reason? Anybody? No? No? Are you sure? Alright. Everybody just being cool, huh? Alright. Duncan, I don't know who you are. I don't care. If you're willing to just not try to beat me to death with your iron fists, we'll be fine.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Oh my god, history of the fatal coin, how cool. Oh, he's... What? Okay, the innkeep has magic items. I mean, they cost thousands and thousands of gold, so almost no one could buy them, but... An amulet of protection +1. Braces of defense armor class 8. Bullet +1. Shield +1s. Bastard sword +1. Several scrolls. Holy crap. Okay, before I go any further, I'm buying the history of the fateful coin. Oh, there it is. Alright. Okay, I get the... I had a friend growing up, one of my old teachers, his name was Alan, and he told me about how when he was growing up, he had a friend of his who would, have a bottle or a glass of liquor, and he'd be like, yeah, I bet you can't down this all in one shot. I'll bet you this amount of money that you can't do it. And it was his way of giving my friend money, back when he was a kid, because, he wasn't willing to just accept a handout. And I feel like Firebeat is kind of doing something similar here. It's like, no, I don't want to give you charity. I want you to actually go through motions so that we can both kind of be satisfied by the social ritual. So go across the street and buy me this book for 2 coins. I'll reimburse you and I'll give you something. Ah, you are generous to an old man, so I will be generous in turn. Let me give you another book in exchange. It is a touch darker than what you've given me, but I get a sense that you may enjoy it nonetheless.
Camaraderie, adventure, and steel on steel. The stuff of legend, right, Boo?
Party has gained an item, History of the Dead 3. And I've gained an item, Scroll Case. Oh, hot damn. So, Scroll Case is to books and scrolls what Gem Bag is to gems and jewelry. Oh my gosh, oh. Books are not allowed in the container. Seriously? Seriously. Wow, okay, that's unfortunate. Oh well. I could have sworn books were allowed in that, but apparently they are not. So, History of the Fateful Coin, History of Tether, History of the Fateful Coin, I have History of Unicorn Run, I have 2 of those now. Why do I still have, okay, alright. Yeah, he just wanted to give me a scroll case. So, History of the Fateful Coin. Old tales tell that luck plays a crucial role in each person's life. When each newborn baby enters into the realms, Timora flips a coin formed from the remnants of the original goddess of luck, Tyche. Bishaba calls it in the air, the moon, heads, or the cloak, tails. If Bishaba is right, that person is cursed with misfortune for the rest of his or her days. If she's wrong, Lady Luck smiles on that child for the rest of his or her life. For some rare beings, the coin lands edge on, and these luckless few can forge their own fates, for they have more freedom over their destinies than the powers themselves. Well, that's kind of cool. What about History of the Dead 3? Okay, that's long. So, I'm going to guess that most people, unlike myself, are not super into these books, so I'm just going to summarize. This is how an old god of strife, death, and the dead, known as Jurgle, Lord of the End of Everything, grew tired of his power, and eventually 3 powerful mortals, Bane, Baal, and Merkel, lusted after his power and agreed that they would dare to seek such ultimate power or die in the attempt, and ultimately Jurgle merely smiled, for he had been delivered from his responsibilities when they found him, and he was able to navigate their stupidity because they started fighting with each other over the power. Yeah, the story I remember. I love stories. So, okay. I'm gonna need to find a chest somewhere that I can secure these spare books. Dorn holds up his hand. Well, if you want me to, I can. Hold on to that thought. Alright, somewhere around here is that guy. That guy that I seek. Tranzig. I seek Tranzig. There are those who call him Twit. Are you Tranzig? Oh my god, first try, look at this. Okay. Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. Wait. Wait. Wait, 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 wait. Wait. Yeah, okay, Bronwyn. Bronwyn, when she was traveling the coast, offering her services to local militias, eventually came into the employ of an adventuring group in the Nashkill area. Bronwyn had no idea that the group was participating in banditry, however, and on their first raid, she balked at attacking a caravan of unarmed merchants. She rebelled, and a mage named Tranzig turned her to stone in the ensuing fight. Holy crap, okay. Anybody think that we maybe, possibly, might not be taking a whole lot of prisoners on this one? Because this Tranzig guy, I am sensing that he offended. Just putting that out there. Let's see. Should I talk to him, or should I let Bronwyn talk to him? I bet Bronwyn has a few words for him. I think I'm gonna let Bronwyn talk to him. this is really her thing, I feel.
Seems to me like these men want a little trouble. I'll give
Well,
them trouble.
why do you bother me? Can't you see that I'm in a hurry to get out of this damn town? Why the hurry, Transig? You delay the inevitable. Oh, shit! Oh, he didn't even recognize her. Oh, damn. She sure recognized him, though. What? Who do you think you are, woman? Is it so commonplace for you to turn others to stone, mage? Okay, he can turn people to stone. That's a pretty powerful spell. I think we'd better end this quick and just hope there's something on his body. These guys keep notes. I'm sure it'll be fine. You! How did you... I said I would see you dead before I see the shores of the Isles once more. Coward! And in Tempest's name I shall! Prepare yourself! Yeah, he might have had a scroll, but he might not have. I just don't feel like taking the chance, frankly. I mean, if he succumbs to a sleep spell, then obviously that's not an issue. But I'm not going to hold my breath on it either. Sleep spell, even if he's not impervious, is just, it's unreliable. Alright, I'm casting Sleep. Nira is casting Magic Missile. Everybody else is casting Smite. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, he had a scroll. I give up. Please let me live. I'll tell you anything you want to know. You shall get no quarter from us, fiend. In Tempest's name, I will strike you down. Yeah, actually, I mean, the whole reason we're talking to this guy, I mean, yeah, he was involved in the iron shortage and everything, but we also have the name of his superior, and the primary interest is the fact that he was hiring people to kill me. So I'm thinking that Bronwyn deserves this. I'm not gonna go down without a fight! Oh, we never thought you were. We just figured you were going down, mate. I'll just use my special Larlock's Minor Drain. And, we'll just go from there.
Seems to me like these men want a little
Ha. Okay, yeah. I drained 4 points of damage from him further, and then Dorn finally hit for 14 points of damage against the squishy mage. Death. Okay. Ha. Well, that, he fell apart rather nicely. Journal updated. Rising tension and on. Transic and I had it out at Felcoast Inn in Baragast. Well, I mean, it was mostly him and Bronwyn, but we backed her up. Looking through Malahi's letters, I see he was in cahoots with the bandits. Probably knows where they made camp. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh! Stuff. I like stuff. So, Nira, you should take the wand. That looks suspiciously like a wand of magic missiles. A scroll of glitter dust. Actually, girl, why don't you take that too? I will take the letter. We will all share the money. And, ooh, a ring. Well, it didn't do him much good, did it? So, okay. Let's peruse it. I identify the ring. Ring of the Princes +1. Alright, it's a ring of protection +1 with a cool history. Ring of the Princes. This ring and several of its type were originally crafted to protect the sons of King Castor Deweese, though who uttered the enchantment is unknown. History records that the rings remained within that family for at least 13 generations, though they were all apparently lost within the space of one. Wow. Enmity between the king and the family of the creator may be to blame. Okay. I already have one of the rings of the princes, so this is going to go to Nira. Please try to stay alive. And behold this wand. Wand of Magic Missiles. I mean, it's only good for one missile, but it's got 31 charges. Hell yes. Okay, let's see what that letter said, shall we? Tranzig. I am perplexed as to why Malahi has not communicated with us in some while. You are to go to the mines and find out the condition of his operation. You are also to collect any iron that may have been stolen by the kobolds. Our next raid will most likely take place at Peldvale or Larswood, so visit either of those areas and track us back to our camp. Tazok. Nice. Okay, actually, you know what? Come to think of it, I'll go ahead and keep the shield scroll. Nira, you take the wand of magic missiles. No offense, but the less you feel compelled to cast your own spells, I think the safer everyone will feel. Okay. Well, alrighty then. The Mutton-Mongering Riffraff continue our adventures. By the way, I didn't mention this before, but as an aside, mutton is sheep meat. So every time that Imoen mutters the worst thing that she can imagine calling someone, Mutton-Mongering Riffraff, she is accusing us of being merchants who sell adult lamb chops. And that is the worst thing that she can think of to call us. So, Imoen, sister of my heart, are you a vegan? Because, I mean, if so, my hat's off to you. It's not easy avoiding the devouring of all animal products in a medievalist setting. I mean, you're basically living on turnips, which is not something that many people can do, or should do. Alright, world map. What are we looking at here? There's Peldvale. There's the bandit camp. Okay. Well then. I guess on we go. You know what, actually? Let me check our healing supplies a little bit. I have a fair amount. Dorn has a few. You've got a few. You've got one for just in case. You've got a few. You've got a few. Alright, actually, we're in good shape. Should probably buy more ammunition, but other than that, I think we are set. Let's see, Onward to the Thunder Smithy, Hammy, the Thunder Hammy Smithy, the... onward we go!
You smell.
Hello, small human. Chloe. Coyote de la Mancha! Coyote de la Mancha! Someone in the jovial juggler gave me a gold piece to come find you! Okay, take a moment. I think I know who you're talking about. Do you mean Officer Vi? We, already spoke with her. Yeah, she is really nice, isn't she? Well, I better go before Mama starts to worry. Tomorrow be with you, okay? Well, Tamora is with you. She gave you a frickin' gold piece, and then teleported you away, like a mist vanishing from the realm of dreams. Locked. Oh, right, the smithy's over here. Derp.
Oh, there, Wanda. Stay thy
What?
course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster! Elminster! Well, now, our paths cross once more. I suppose proper introductions are in order, as we will no doubt meet again. My name is Elminster. I've heard nothing but tales of thy exploits in the time we have been apart. It would seem that thou art destined to have quite the impact on the Sword Coast. Quite the burden for one so young. Yeah, I know, I'm leaving home and I'm only 50. Okay, yeah. Every now and then, and this isn't something that's particular with video games like this, it started with tabletop. Every now and then, a campaign or a ref or whoever will feel it necessary to introduce an uber-powerful NPC who simultaneously acts as the director and the enforcer of the plot. Someone who is in the know enough that they can keep directing the PCs where they need to go, but also so absurdly powerful that if they step out of line, they can just completely obliterate them. Now, in Icewind Dale, that role is taken up by this, I forget if he's a Grand Druid or an Archdruid or just what, who literally could solve the entire problem that he's directing you towards in an afternoon. Something that may take you like a month. In the process, can put everything together and actually solve everything before it gets so bad that anyone's really going to be in danger. Elminster is an extreme example of this trope. In first edition Dungeons & Dragons, he was something like a 20th level magic user and a 21st level illusionist, because in first ed those were two separate classes, a class and a subclass. In second edition, they had specialty mages instead, and there's arguments for doing it either way. And he's something like 24th or 25th level mage. He is also in charge of the Harpers, which is an information gathering network of musicians, minstrels, bards, and spies, and the occasional warrior and druid. And you're going to tell me that I need to be doing this? He literally could take 20 minutes, and this whole thing is solved. And none of the people who are dying because of this would be dying. So, as we carry on, I was not aware that my actions were common knowledge. Perhaps not common knowledge, but everything is plain for those that know where to look. In other words, the harbours. As it is, I am aware of thine efforts and accomplishments. Thou art quite adept, as Gorion predicted. In the background there's Imwin, still standing here. All that remains is to determine motive. And I could see either of these responses. Either, Gorion, you knew him, but you said nothing before, or, my motives are my own and no one else's. Parentheses, bugger off, end parentheses. Laughing Gremlin says, yes, but then the next generation wouldn't have the experience necessary to solve problems themselves. They'd have to rely on Elminster to fix everything. No, because he wouldn't be solving everything. He would just be solving this omnipresent threat that is literally killing hundreds, perhaps thousands of innocent people by the time that it's done, and threatening to, bring this horrible, earth-threatening evil about. He could just nip it in the bud. I mean, he's the closest equivalent that this world has to a kind of combination of Gandalf and Doctor Strange, except that he's not under the constraints that Gandalf was operating under, because the situation is totally different and does not require those constraints. He literally could just look and say, wow, thousands of people are going to die if I don't do something. And I have all the information and the power necessary to do something. And I am, like, almost the only person who can because of that. I could save thousands of lives. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. It'll take, like, an hour. And no. He begs to be excused. Second response, then there wouldn't be a game. Well, at a moment like that, my response is that it's time to take a deep breath, step back, and write a better story. If you have to have a character like Elminster involved in a situation, to me, that's indicative of there being a problem in the story. I love this game, and there are elements of Forgotten Realms that are really cool, but characters like Elminster are a problem. Yeah, he should never have been introduced. He should never have been included. He's somebody who generally reserves himself for when big things are afoot, and that's fine. But according to the letters that I started out with, he knew big things were afoot from the very get-go. And this is exactly the kind of thing he should be stepping in on, and he's not, because plot. Do not threaten me with Volo. I hate Volo more than words can express, partially because he reminds me of a certain trope of human I've met in real life, and I will probably have opportunity to go off about that later. Anyway, Gorion, you knew him, but you said nothing before. 'Twas neither the time nor place for such things. As painful as the circumstances might have been, it was time for thee to forge thine own path. One of the most valuable lessons that life has taught me is when not to go sticking my pipe in other people's affairs. Such is the case now as well. Then why are we talking? But you could tell me so much about Gorion and myself alike. Please stay a while. No. I can be more polite, then I shall be on my way. And I could be really sour and say, thank goodness. Does that mean I'll be spared any more of your chatter? I'll just go with, then I shall be on my way. As it should be. Thou hast quite the journey ahead of thee. I do have one bit of information to impart, though 'tis likely old news for thee. The bandits that thou dost seek make a habit of travelling in the northeast. With this, I shall take my leave. Why are we talking? Why did you... Why? Just why? I can't interfere in the destiny of mere mortals, and I believe in the destiny of mere mortals. Now I will interfere in the destiny of mere mortals, but I'm not actually going to change anything. And now I will take my mysterious leave. Oh my God, piss off! Oh no, he went into the smithy, that's where we're going! Ah! Maybe he just went in there so he could use the bathroom or something. I don't know. Do ancient wizards have to poop? Yeah, I don't see him. Apparently that's the case. Okay, cool. Oh my God, feckin' Elminster. Thousands of people being tortured and murdered to death. Who knows how many dozens of persons being systematically brutalized and assassinated simply because of an accident of their birth. You could be one of them. You could die at any moment in time. I have no reason to believe that you'll survive this. Oh, well, cheerio. So what do you do exactly? Oh, I'm one of the good guys. I protect. No, you fucking don't. I mean, at least in Uatu the Watcher in Marvel, there are very distinct reasons why he generally doesn't interfere, and on the occasion that he does, is reluctant to be credited for doing so. And, you know, it makes sense within the history of the Marvel Universe. Garnet gem. Sell. Okay. Arrows. Feckin' Elminster. Ah. All right. Time to distribute things. Just moving some ammo about. Giving most of it to Minsk, because Minsk is more likely to use a bow than Dorn. Dorn Bear, no offense to him, we all love him, but I mean, he's not even proficient with a bow. So, let's see. Alright, Nero will buy a few more. Alright. Doop doop doo, doop doop doo. Alright. Mira, lots and lots of stones for thee. Bronwyn doesn't need that many. She's mostly a melee fighter these days. But she gets some. Okay. Now, the bandit camp. I mean, most of this stuff I haven't remembered much about. The bandit camp, I remember nothing about. I know I must have done it because there are places further along in the story that I have a recollection of. But the bandit camp, total blank. I have no idea. By the way, if you like what I'm doing, if I can manage to make you smile or you just enjoy having me on in the background while you do stuff, please consider giving the video a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't. If you have a friend that you think might enjoy, please consider sending them the link. It all really, really helps the channel and costs you guys nothing, and I'd really appreciate it. Okay. Now, with my luck, there's going to be like a lich somewhere just in the border of town or something, but I'm going this way anyway. Alright, cool, nothing interfered. Okay. Gonna go to the Friendly Arm Inn. Well, no. Yeah, Peldvale is more than 12 hours from that. I'm gonna have to rest in Peldvale anyway. Yeah, Friendly Arm Inn first.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Again? Wow, okay, we're surrounded by bandits. Always a good sign. Okay, yeah, let's take out this guy here who's really close first, shall we? And I will cast armor on myself. Well, this is going much better than I anticipated. I was frankly figuring that this was going to be one of those occasions where everybody just, it's like 8th level or something. Apparently that is not the case. Awesome. Whoa, where did that fire come from? Okay. What? Enemy attacks bandit, 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 bandit. Okay, apparently that's just the special effects of the armor spell. Okay, cool. Everybody attack that guy. Excellent, okay. That took out those two rather nicely. That guy, it just, wow. Bandits are being treated like bandits. I was figuring these guys would be armed with, like, fire arrows and who knows what else. You know, I have mixed feelings about these scalps. I don't know. Do I really want to be cashing in on human misery like this? I'm unsure, but I will go ahead and collect the scalps in case I decide to. Yeah, let's go ahead and give another bunch of arrows over here to Dorn. Here you go, Dorn Bear. Have some more arrows. Aw, he's smiling. Okay, wow, I got experience points for those guys too. Was not expecting that. Alright. On we go. If we can. Can we go? Is that alright? If we... Oh. Wait, why... Okay, Dorn, are you encumbered or something? No. Nowhere near it. He just got confused. Okay. That's fine. Alright. So, here we are, in the land of very large breakfasts. Say what you will about the Friendly Arm Inn, they know how to treat you right. It is we, the Mutton-Mongering Riffraff. We have returned to take part in your hospitality because we find you to be awesome. And because every time I take that as our official name, Emwyn's eye twitches a little more, and I think it's funny. Yeah, now, in theory, somewhere around here, if I wanted to collect them, I think are Jahira and Khalid. But I'm not feeling it. We must rest.
Hold. I would speak with you.
Oh, Dorn Bear, talk to me about anything.
Regarding my mission, I have a lead on one of my former companions, the necromancer, Krill. She was seen east of the Nashkel mines, but I know nothing more specific. I found a woman who knew where I could find Krill, but she did not respond well to my interrogation.
Yeah, I imagine maybe interrogation isn't the approach you should take when asking questions.
Perhaps I lack finesse, but that is why I'm following you across this godforsaken coast.
Okay, fair.
The woman with the information goes by the name of Taris. When last I saw her, she was in Nashkel, looking for her husband.
Weren't we just in Nashkel? Okay, alright, well, I'll keep her in mind. You know what? Okay. Yeah, since we're right by the, bandits, let's go ahead and finish with them. Honestly, Dorn, we are right there. What are your mental stats again? Yeah, intelligence 10. Okay. It's alright. I'm not mad at you, man. I know you're slow of mind. It's cool. We're all friends. I am gratified but we will continue my investigation. Yeah, I mean, we all have our concerns. People have been trying to kill me too. The title of the journal update for that is Bad Cop. Wow. Okay. Peldvale, traveling hours 16. Well, this is towards the headquarters of a bunch of bandits. Schmoes who have no way of making a living besides robbing other people. It is therefore only logical that those people should be armed to the frickin' teeth with magic means beyond our measure. We must be careful. Okay. One lone gibbering. Gibberling. That's not that bad. Yeah, it's interesting how they're always described as being diseased gibberlings. And when I was first playing this game, I remember I was very careful. And I didn't take any of the loot or anything that they dropped because I was concerned it might be contagious. Turns out that is not what diseased means in this context. No one knows what it means. It's just there. It's just a thing. Oh, a huge spider. Ah. Okay, well, that is what sleep spells are for. Hell yeah! That is exactly what sleep spells are for. Interesting. Dorn keeps switching over to bow for some reason. I do not know why that is. Quick save! Cannot save during combat. Am I still in combat now? No, I'm not. Excellent! Yays! Okay. Let's go ahead and circle around this body of water, which is probably why the spiders are here. They need moisture as much as any other living thing. Hark, who are you? Ted? Shut up, Ted! Just hanging out for a casual stroll in spider-infested wilderness. Yeah, no problem there, mate.
Hello?
Hello there, city folks. So what in the name of Lathander takes you so far from home? Okay, saying, we're a band of raving lunatics is distinctly tempting. Well... Tell us your name, Bowman, and we shall tell you ours. Well, sure, my name's Ted, and I'm a big game hunter. Right now I'm hunting for bear. Bear. You know, bear's pretty valuable, what with its pelt and meat. Hell, you could even sell its teeth for some sort of profit. Anyway, I better get a move on. I don't want to be out after dark with all those bandits and all. Hold on, what time is it? Okay, it's hour 5. It's not that it's late, it's early. Alright, that makes sense then. Yeah, I restrained myself from gibbering and meeping, but I might not next time. Oh, look, are these bandits? Why, yes, they are. Interesting. Okay. Now I'm curious. Yeah, it just doesn't affect them. All right. Raken, it's your choice which hits the ground first, your swords or your heads. Be smart now, and you'll all live to grow wise. What the hell? Bite me, fanboy. As you like it, fools. Your children be orphans tonight. Okay. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Maybe it just couldn't affect them because I had the element of surprise. Sometimes video games go in defiance of all known logic. Let's find out. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it was because the fight hadn't actually started yet. That was why. Okay. Alright, troops. Don't bother trying to get the element of surprise. It won't work. You can only attack bushwhackers that you have seen coming in a stand-up volley. Maybe I should have taken the gibbering lunatic route after all. Oh well. This is fine. Ha! Okay. Who's left standing? Is anyone left standing? Bandit? Riken. Okay. Everybody get the bandit out of the way. And then we can all focus on Riken. And then it's just a question of mop-up. Oh. Okay, well, yeah, look at that. I am out of spells. But I can still do nasty things to ya. Bronwyn, physician, heal thyself. Everybody else, smite the remaining bad guy. Excellent. Smite. Smite, I say. Dude, he's got a problem with Bronwyn. At first, I hadn't wanted to... I'd thought about giving her the bug armor that Minsk has, And then I was like, no, surely that won't be necessary. But dude, she keeps getting smoked. And it's not that she's got a bad armor class. Her AC is -1. And she still just keeps getting creamed. Minsk has an AC of 0. Dorn has an AC of 1. And she takes the most beating out of anybody. Yeah, it's like they're all just, oh yeah, that she's obviously a priestess. Kill her lots. Okay, once again, I'm pleasantly surprised. Based on some earlier interactions, I was fully expecting for all of these guys to be 8th level fighter mages with a cleric in the group or something. And no, they're actually bandits. So, this is cool. More scalps. I don't even know anymore. I mean, I hate to encourage that kind of thing, you know? Alright, Dorn. Let's see, how laden down am I by stuff? Could be much worse. Apparently, bandit scalps come in groups of 10. Here, Dorn, you can carry those. Let's see, what is there that might have value to us or resale value? I mean, arrows, of course, are always valuable. Bows are nice. Chainmail has some good resale value, I guess. Okay. Yeah, just... what the hell, man? Just what the hell? Okay. So, Bronwyn and Imowen are both leveling up. Very nice. Proficiency slot. Okay. Sword and shield style. So, yeah. So, -2 bonus to AC against missile weapons. That's beautiful. Okay, take that. And spells. An additional first level spell. Honestly, I'm thinking another Cure Light Wounds. Ooh, one more second level spell. You know what? Actually... Silence 15-foot radius. Just in case we encounter a spacefaring type, and you have time to cast a spell. Leveling up. Oh, proficiency slot! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Okay, can you get 2-weapon style? Yes, she can! Look at this! Okay. Character wielding 2 weapons without a slot in his fighting style normally incurs -4 with the main weapon and -8 with the offhand. God damn! Tabletop, it's only like a -2, -4, which I think is, frankly, more reasonable. With 1 slot, the penalties are reduced to -2 with the main weapon, -6 with the off weapon. And she can only gain it once. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, maybe I won't? That's just kind of crazy. I think I'm gonna put it in longsword instead, because we have a longsword as I recall, and that'll let her do a D8 instead of a D6. Yeah, I think I'll do that instead, and just figure that she's never going to go two-weapon style, because that is just, I mean, it's a very specialized circumstance in which I would have someone with those penalties go two-weapon style. It would have to be literally, okay, you're surrounded on all sides by armor class 10 kobolds, and all of them are armed with, broken horseshoes, and I don't think that's super likely at this stage. Alright, hide in shadows, move silently, find traps. I'm gonna go with find traps. Later on, she can do the seek illusion stuff, but right now, trapping. She is the trappy girl, and we love her for it. Okay, yeah, okay, Harrower is the longsword against undead, and okay, yeah, we don't have a good longsword for her yet, but that's fine. That's fine. And while I'm at it, sorry, Minsk, but I think that the healer needs the lowest armor class in the group. Every little bit helps. That -3 AC is probably going to make a difference. And it puts you from 0 up to 2. Oh, Sir Thugs-a-lot, I think you're going to be fine. Sir Kashank-a-lot, Sir Tanks-a-lot. Let's see, in your helmet... Yeah, your helmet already gives you infravision. So, Topsider's Crutch is going to go to Imoen, I think. And at that point, yeah. Can I identify this Warhammer? Not yet. But I will on the morrow, and I have a feeling I know exactly who's going to be wielding it. So, okay. Let's go ahead and camp here, actually. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. Oh, a nice relaxing night under the stars. How lovely. Dorn, Thaco modification. What are you armed with right now? Bow. Why do you keep switching over to bow? Do you even have a proficiency in bow? You do, technically, but you're aces with the two-handed sword. I don't understand why you're doing this. Okay, Dorn? I am removing bow from your list of readied weapons. I will give it back when I feel you are ready for that level of responsibility. Now then, Warhammer, identify, spell, +1, hot damn. It is not, in fact, cursed, which means you, fair Lady Bronwyn, fresh from your vengeance excursion, You may make free use of it. You know, actually, what I probably should have... Next time that Imoen has a weapon proficiency come up, I will have her also invest in sword and shield style. Let's see. Yeah, there's a medium shield, but I think that's too big for her. Let's see. Well, somebody took it. Alright, Dorn took it. And yeah, she can't use it. Alright, that's fine. I threw it on the ground. Moving on. No, I'm not committed to that bit. We'll just carry on. But yeah, if I found a frickin' encampment of bandits out here, I figure I'm probably heading in the right direction, you know? Yeah, I can't go this way. Have to go around this way, where there will probably be more encounters! Yeah, there's a channel called Folding Ideas that I've recently been introduced to. Wood of Sharp Teeth. Well, it was important enough to someone that they put a signpost here, and that was kind of them. And Folding Ideas did a thing on Call of Duty Ghosts, which is just beautiful. And one of the things that he covered in there is the concept of using plot guardrails, which I find that I agree with most vehemently, because what he pointed out is that there's a lot of games that use guardrails in their story. And, you know, tabletop and tabletop style computer games do as well. But the mark of it being well-crafted story and well-crafted, you know, plot, guardrails, what have you, the mechanics of the story being well put together, is that you don't really feel the guardrails. And I think that's also another of the problems that I have with characters like Ilminster and the Druid in Icewind Dale and so on, is that those characters are basically, among other problems, they are living guardrails within the game. And because of how they operate, not only do you feel them, it's very easy to resent them. So, there is also that. I wonder, how far am I away from next level? Quite a ways away, all things considered. Just for me alone, another 3,000, so 3,000 times 6. That's about 18,000 experience points yet to be gained. And huge spiders are just a thing around here. Yep, I will be glad to leave these woods. what brought this to mind, and, you know, again, this is nothing against the game per se, but the way that the woods are structured in the areas where they're impassable does make it pretty clear there's a particular path that the game designers wanted you to take through that portion of the woods. And under ideal circumstances, I shouldn't be thinking in terms of, well, this is obviously where the game wants me to go, so much as, well, this is where I want/need to go. Oh, hello. Oh. So I guess those are orcs. And gnolls. I've discovered the bandit camp. The largest tent should belong to their leader, and within it I should find documents that reveals who pulls their strings. Okay, well, Dude, I am way the hell south here. Yeah, I was hoping to be able to come in from, like, the west, maybe the southwest. And that was not possible. I guess the terrain just did not allow for it. Well, that happens. Okay. First of all, I'm still a ways away from the bandit camp. I'm in the company of a ranger who can use counter-tracking. Can we camp to make sure we encounter what's ahead fully refreshed? And the answer is yes. Awesome. Okay, this looks like a relatively well-trodden area. I mean, that's a trail even I could potentially follow. Emoen, are you detecting traps yet? Oh, wait. There's a, some ruins made of stone. Aha! Oh no, they weren't orcs, they were hobgoblins. Okay, good. Saving my spells for the big battle that lies ahead. Whoa! Okay. Hobgoblins are, yeah, it's not saying who the hobgoblins are attacking, but I feel it's clear that it's Dorn. God damn. The dude had... Wait, why? What? Why are you attacking with your bare fist? Oh my god. Okay. Dorn. Sweetie. Honey. Little biscuit. Don't call me that in front of the others. Yeah, I need you to actually use your sword. Okay? That is literally the whole reason why I put away your bow. Can you do that for me? Just holy crap, dude. Okay. Okay, Imoen is just gonna have this huge feckin' collection of arrows for a while. I mean, as long as we're here. Okay, well, I'm glad that we found out that Dorn was trying to bare-hand it when we're just going up against a bunch of hobgoblins. Holy crap. Intelligence 10. That's not that smart, really. Whoop. Enemy sighted. Get him! Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Okay. Honestly, Dorn Bear, what are you doing? You are just getting smote right and left. I mean, I would rather you get smote than the healer gets smote for obvious reasons. But just the same. It's a little puzzling. Okay, so we need to secure the area. I don't want to wait until nightfall because then everybody gets tired. I don't want to try to camp here until nightfall again, because I feel like we probably got lucky the first time. And I'm not sure about Imoen doing hide in shadows in the middle of the day. So we're just going to kind of pace and scout like the pirates of Penzance with cat-like tread. A 5-foot fall would be distinctly heard. Yeah, let's wait for the melee fighters to actually catch up. That's a good idea. Okay. Aha! Oh, hello. Bandit. Oh, hi. Good God, Dorn! What the heck, Dorn Bear? What are you doing? Oh my God, look at him! It's like frickin' 13 points of damage right out of the gate. They're trying to hurt my Dorn Bear, and I won't let them. Oh, are you serious right now? Oh, look at this. Dorn, 7 from damage, 4 from damage, and then dead. As she casts her spell to heal him. Okay, I'm gonna go with no. I'm willing to deal with the weird weapon mix-up. No. Just no. No, 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 no. I am using my Time God veto. Now, granted, if it just keeps happening, that's obviously just Dorn doing something wrong. And at that point, yeah, okay. But seriously, I mean, the dude has an armor class of 1. These are bandits. They should not be hitting him pell-mell right and left. But alright. I get... These might be the level 6 bandits I was worried about earlier, though. In all fairness. Yeah, apparently they are, and they just hate Dorn. Okay, and he died again! Oh my god! Just tag, 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 tag! And, dead. And she's almost dead. What the hell, man? Yeah, these are the level 6 bandits covered in magic items I was worried about. Targaz Kosan. Yeah, okay. Well... Physician, heal thyself. Okay. Alright, I'll try to take out that one guy that's left over there. Everybody else, pile on this guy. He killed our Dorn Bear, and he has to suffer for that. Another one? Holy crap! Okay.
The flesh wound.
Dang, okay. Yeah, she is just taking the damage. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. Actually, no. I will neutralize that guy. You do more damage to him. You ladies just keep piling it on against the big bad. Minsk, you pile it on against the big bad. Bronwyn, you heal yourself. Holy crap! This frickin' just bandit is just nailing 2 armor class Minsk here for 8 points of damage. What the hell? Take a potion, Minsk. Okay. Alright, Minsk still has potion. She is still casting. Oh no, there's... Hang about. There's still... Yeah, there's still a conscious bandit I couldn't see because of the overlap. Okay. And yes, I can. Okay. Excellent. Okay, in the space of time it takes for her, Bronwyn, to finish her healing spell, does everybody die? Let's find out. No. Okay. And Minsk is about to take a beating. So you drink potion. You know what? Time for hold person on this guy. Which one is... No, not the bandit, Turgazaz. Alright, Turgazaz. Take that. Everybody else? Just keep piling on the damage against that guy. Ha! And Minsk dies. Wow. Just like that. Does not have time to even gulp a potion. Torgaz Kosan just... He is barely injured, huh? Well, we'll have to solve that problem. There! Oh my god! Everybody kill that one guy there. There, okay. Everybody smite the heck out of this dude who killed our friend. Make him suck a lot. Almost there. Holy crap, okay. You, lady, heal yourself. Everybody else, hurt this guy a lot. Yeah, it's a good thing that priests are so bribable, and I can just pay for someone to be frickin' brought back from the dead. That's gotta be disorienting for Dorn, too. Now I am on my way to hell, it seems. You know, this shouldn't be so almost comfortingly familiar. I feel like I've made some bad life decisions. You think? Yeah, holy crap, each one of these bandits. There's 10, 20, 24 points of damage just to kill a basic bandit. Holy crap. Just wow. Yeah, look at this. All of this to kill one bandit. There's 10, 15, 20, 21 points of damage. Yeah. What is even the hell? Remember when I was talking earlier about, wow, you know, these are just actual bandits. I'm surprised. This is kind of cool. Yeah, forget I said that. Wow, these guys are awful. Okay. Well, that's a lot of stuff to carry. You know what we could really use right now? A scroll of raised dead. And it's really sad that I'm saying that. But here we are. Potion of fire breath, potion of fortitude. Oh my god. Full plate armor. Magic shield, magic hammer, potions. Why are you bandits? Oh my god! Just why? Why are you bandits? In the name of reason. Just why? I don't understand. You have access, plainly, to insanely powerful magic at your disposal. And you're what? You're waylaying travelers for their copper? What are you doing? I can't even. None of this just, I mean, wow. I realize that there are points where one has to make a certain decision about the direction that one's life is taking. And sometimes the decision made isn't going to make sense to, you know, anyone but you. And I get that. I do. I do get that. But, GURP? How in the wide, wide world of sports do you connect the dots on this? How would you even come close? It's just, I mean, it's not even like when you see somebody who's like the CEO of a bank and he's shoplifting for fun or embezzling cash. It's more like you've got the CEO of a bank and he's using a gun to rob grade schoolers of their lunch money. I mean, why? What possible motive would you even have for this? I am at a loss. I am truly at a loss on this. I do not know what to do with this information. Now, while I've been bugging out and crashing out, I've also been kind of juggling equipment to see how much of what I could manage to take back to town. And there's some stuff that, yeah, apparently I'm just going to have to leave here and just hope against all hope that I can come scoop it up later. And most of this I won't miss, but one of those things that I've just desperately trying to figure out a way that I can take with me is a suit of full plate armor. Now in this game, if you have a mage who wants to put on armor, it's not like in tabletop where, okay, you're wearing armor, so you can't cast spells. It's impossible for you to fit your legs into the greaves. It's like trying to force two strong, positively charged magnets together. It just won't work. And our two strongest pack mules, Dorn Bear and Minsk the Mighty, have fallen. So I'm looking at comparative strengths. Nira has 11, I have 10, Imoen has 9. Oh, and yeah, Bronwyn has 13, but she's already got stuff. So, yeah, I'm just kind of juggling loot. Just kind of like, there's gotta be a way! Without being so overburdened I cannot even move. And I'm like, is it possible? Can I carry that? Okay, I can carry that. She can carry the armor, but she can't wear it. If I can just drop another, like, 2 pounds. And disco. Okay. And I can walk with all that. She can walk with all that. She can walk with all that. Imoen cannot walk with all this and the plate mail. The plate mail just may have to be left behind. Much as it pains me to say. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, hang on. Don't I have two? Yeah, I've got 2 copies of the History of the Fateful Coin. I was meaning to store one. But we can afford to replace plate mail much easier than we can afford to replace full plate armor. Full plate armor is so far out of anything even resembling what we can afford. It's laughable. So I'm doing a little bit more juggling here. What if I put the bug armor over here? And then I have her, those weigh nothing. Ha, okay, and she can hand me the stick. I am then 90 pounds out of 70. I'm not in a position to carry this. Okay. What if I give... Nope, can't do that. Her inventory is full. MON. MON. I can give stuff to MON. Temporarily hold these things. Can I give her enough temporary things to break down what I'm wearing? I need to lose another 7 pounds. No, 13 pounds. I don't see that happening. Okay. I am reluctantly leaving the books behind. I've already read them. I love them. But, you know, we need the armor for survival. Okay, I'm at 70 out of 70. She's at 90 out of 90. She's at 70 out of 70. And she still has about 15 pounds to spare. So, okay. Is there anything else here that is just painful to leave behind besides my books? Looks like we're carrying all of the really vital stuff. Alright, MON? Is going to grab a few books just in case they despawn and get picked up by somebody else. And there's all my books. And yeah, which book am I leaving behind? History of the Fateful Coin. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That is fine. We can do this. And it kind of sucks that we're having to leave behind. Okay, I don't think that is... Oh no, that is plate mail. Okay, this is loot that I hadn't seen before, but you know what? This should be fine. One of these, I'll take the composite longbow. Inventory is full. I will reluctantly... History of the Fateful Coin, right? Yes, okay. I put the History of the Fateful Coin on the ground, pick up the longbow. MON is 1 pound over. Alright. I'm going to leave behind History of the Dead 3. I've already read it. Yeah. It weighs 2 pounds. So I'm just going to go ahead and have her wear the stuff that I'm wearing. That I was wearing. Well, that Nero was wearing. Honestly, Nira, kid, we've got to find a... You didn't die this time. It was our two biggest tanks who died. All right, I am marking this place on the map. All right. As leftover loot. Okay. Okay. Gonna quick save. And then we're going to get the heck out of here. Before anything else happens. Because we haven't even met the head man of this place yet. Depressingly. We have not yet met the person in charge who is almost assuredly in charge because he can beat the hell out of everybody else. Enemy sighted! Oh no, what are you? Wild dogs. Oh my god, no. At this stage, I am convinced that wild dogs would just absolutely tear us to pieces. Yeah, look at that. And she's wearing armor, isn't she? No, she's not. That's right, the way I had to juggle things around, she is unarmored currently. Okay. Oops, well... Alright. Let's kill this other doggo. Sorry, doggo. Okay. And then onward we go. Having disposed of our enemies, once and for all. But once and for all! Oy
I grow
vey.
torpid and require slumber.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, and oh wait, I can just go down this way. That works fine. Holy crap. So yeah, those were the kind of bandits that I thought I was going to run into the first time. And then I ran into actual bandits who lulled me into a false sense of security. And then, oh dear God, the Papa and Mama bandits showed up and just wrecked house. I'm not sure if Minsk will find it funny, but I have a feeling Dorn might. Alright, I'm just skirting around the edge of the Friendly Arms Inn here. Honestly, at this stage, even if I do see Jaheira, I don't think I'm going to interact with her, not while some members of the party are down in health, just because I think she'd say something snarky, and I just don't have the heart to hear it. But you know what? Hey, this time, the ones who died, and that's a nice detail, the way that the footsteps change depending on what you're walking on, but the ones who died We're not the squishy ladies in back. Yay. So I'm gonna bring everybody back to life. Rejoice, therefore. I have to stop time just to talk to her. She moves around so quick. Alright. Dorn. Raise him from the dead, please. 400, huh? Wait a minute. Are you 4th level? No, he's 3rd level. Oh, I bet she charges more because he's evil. Yeah. Okay. That... You know what? Fine. Yeah, it was because he's evil. She didn't have that kind of problem with Minsk. Whew. Okay.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Fair enough. Bronwyn, before we go any further, okay, yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of 2nd level healing spells. I mean, aid, technically. So... Let's see, what's that one that's the serpent-looking one there? No alignment. You know what? Never mind. Memorize aid instead. In fact, memorize a pair of aids. Oof. Alright, and so it is. We will leave our intrepid adventurers here.
Ooh, I'm tired.
Man, Bronwyn, we're all tired. And we will go ahead and pick up from about this stage next time. I'll probably go ahead and realign equipment and get rested and stuff in the interim. Didn't need to hear about it, Minsk, but glad to have you back, buddy. And so, this is where we will go ahead and end for today. But before we go, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our patrons, present and future, as soon as I make sure that the... Yep, there it is. Especially Cryptoderia, Guinevere, and ADFE. Thank you all for all of your support. It means a great deal to me. And most of all, with very extra special thanks with a twist of lemon, my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you. And Lion of the Ground, wonderful to have you here. I am so sorry. Dyslexia attacked, and I didn't recognize your name at first when you said Derave a while back. Oh, spicy neurology is the best neurology. Anyway, glad you enjoyed it, and good night to you. And if you would like to support what we do, please consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And when you do, please let me know via patron message or email if there's a particular color in which you'd like to have your name displayed. Alternatively, you can do a one-time gift at ko-fi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And finally, a huge thanks to all of you who are circulating the links. The signal boost really helps. And so, until next time, Beware the bandit that's dripping with a king's ransom in magic items and armor. Holy crap. And never turn down a side quest from an old friend. And Dorn Bear, don't look at me that way. I'm not turning down a side quest from a new friend either. It's just going to be a minute. And I will see you, gentle viewers and listeners, sometime again.